coulda never forget where me come from. No matter what me do, me a born Jamaican. I coulda America or I coulda England. Man, yeah, man. So I coulda never forget where me come from. No matter where me do, me a born Jamaican. I coulda Canada or I coulda Thailand. Man, yeah. Original yard man. Advanced like internet broadband. All over the world, the girls them want one. Them see the hard man and act, so we so strong. We mix up the roads, now one of we got tan. Well militant man a Spanish Tonian.
What a nice place we live. Sweet jam down. The only problem is, no dollars now run. But people, we're there, viewers and subscribers. Welcome once again to the Life of King. But before we get into the meat of the matter, let me once again remind you people that this story we are telling is by no means glorifying certain things, because we at Xpressionz JA, we do not advocate violence or criminality in any way or form. We are about healthy, wholesome family edutainment. Remember that word, the people, edutainment. And remember, you know, people, we appreciate all our know we've been with so far on the journey. But guess what? Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video, people. So welcome once again. Forward. We could do another episode of Life of King. Yes, viewers and subscribers, you know, we're there and the journey continues. You see it? And you know, say, me go flip the script this time, because I don't want to nothing say, while me there, so I feel everything me do was totally illegal, you know. Sometimes me do a lot of legal things illegally and vice versa. You understand what I mean? For make it happen. So this time, me I go share with you people one of my first experiences of fixed gainful employment. Yes! I was fresh out of jail at the time. Freshly bailed from RFH and, you know, come on my yard and my brother, my adopted brother, Mikey Brown, big up yourself. Fisher, Vivian Reed, you don't know. Yeah, right, that's up. Yeah, man, Greg, Steve, yeah, well, I don't know, big up. Yeah, man, Dwayne, yeah. And brother, baby mother look at me and say, yo, Patrick, me I work around feeding factory. The factory was in the Kingston 5 area, somewhere around about Elgin Road, I think it was number 5. I'm not call the people them name now because we're not getting no ads either. Anyway, she was working there and she had a very good track record at the work. So she talked to the boss and the boss said, bring me come. And I go to the place and, you know, I was always gifted to be able to be very eloquent when I wanted to be. So, you know, I was very impressive in the interview and the people, they say, all right, come and work. And the first man me go, they send me to the supervisor. Say, he assign me my duties. And the man give me a bass broom. The man, you know, I look on the broom and I say, but I wonder if the brother you know say any man will give me a broom or a shovel, get it. You know what I mean? Yes, because that was the practice back then. You know what I mean? Any man hand me a broom or a shovel, say for work, me just hand it back to him, you know, a few times, cross him head or something else, upon him autonomy. But, you know, for that time, for Fisher say, I decided for quell. And me tell you something. People, the man them at the factory say, are the cleanest they've ever seen that whole factory from the yard go through. Remember, pig feed and chicken feed making at the place in the people. So the whole thing consists of dust, dust and more dust. So the dust sometime on the floor and any regular day can be 1.5 inches thick. And I sweep that place every morning from the yard come down. And I enjoyed it. But you know the funny thing, you know, people, while I am here now trying to walk the straight and narrow, all slew foot where we call the devil in I'm wickedness. Now make me go notice that some of the other workers were not exactly, how do you say, you know, clean at the palms, or them never have no hearing in them and me. So, me realize that sometime now, while me a sweep, you know, them would have called me off for the sweeping for help, load a truck when they feed them soda come off of the conveyor belt because, you know, they had orders to fill all across Jamaica and thing. You know? And, you know what I mean? Me kind of enjoy it too, because me kind of like the physical activity and bust a sweat, you know? Me find funny night, you know what I mean? And, but me realize that sometimes, anytime the supervisor wasn't looking, a few bags would come from some other direction in the factory, and you know what I mean? Anyway, it was my business, and me was our prisoner by now, you know, so we're not too loose in the lips because that sinks ships, you understand? And I observe it for a while, but I notice, say, after a few times when they nearly get caught by the supervisor, you know, I see the man come and I whistle the man them. Because I'm glad for the opportunity to show them say me know and see what going on, you know. Because me I hope to benefit from this. The man them don't give me a dime. I don't say nothing, I don't quarrel, I don't carry, I don't bring none of them. But lo and behold, not so long after, a shipment of bags came. And I mean like 40-foot containers full of bags. People, and you have the 25 bag and the regular 50-pound bag, you have chicken feed, pig feed, and people, I took a stack consisting of about 3 feet each stack thick of bags. And just imagine paper feeding bags 3 feet thick. I will heap a bag, no? And I have of every type and every size. And people, I put them down in the factory very, you know, incognito, if you will, because they could have searched them dizzy, they couldn't find it. And I did it, and I wonder how I go and eat my first food, because I now really make these other men in the factory know, say, me aware of what I go and where them I do was training wheels to where me used to. People, I kid you not, one morning, the supervisor, after opening the factory, he had the audacity to hand me the key to carry up at the office. What a piece of face it is. Me go outside, go buy one Sky Joe's with the key. Unfortunately, you know, me did forget it, for argument's sake, in my pocket. But while me I sip the juice, me find me foot them a carry me. And me foot them end up round Slipe Road. I want key place for locksmith. And I never itch, I just hand him the key. I said, listen, me big man, I need a copy of this key. And the man said, okay, him tell me how much him charge, I'm pay him. And him take the print, and me carry back, go back, and just come through the gate with my Sky Juice, like a bit, and look at ice and water left in the bag, and I walk nice and sweetly into the office, and I hang the key on the rack. Job finish. Job finish. I put back the key. It run off, people, because I was never in a hurry. Because remember the first time, I'm telling you, say, while a lot of people were criminals, I was somehow just criminally minded. You understand? It was always some kind of strategic methods to me. Yeah, so I have my key and I lock my key. And I make it run off a few and observe and take the temperature of what is happening in the office and in the factory space itself. Man start fighting there over 5 bags of feed money and it never share right. And this a man that did sell 1 bag and him never give the man their money out of it. And I was laughing myself silly after these men. Yes, no disrespect to none of them, but you know, while them are fishing for tiki, I was out for marlin. You see? So one night, I left work, one evening, I left work, people, and I go home, and I eat my dinner, I relax, I burn some trees, get a fresh, and just at about 7 o'clock, I arrived at the factory gate. Would you believe that in my employ at that time, I had the 2 drivers, the manager's cousin, and the security, and myself. 5 of it. And people, I opened that factory in the night at 7:30 when factory locked from 5 o'clock. And I turn on the machine, them people, and I make 8 tons of feed and bag them and pack them on 2 trucks in the night. And guess what? The security have to beg me. As a matter of fact, the last time I see that security man wearing a police uniform, you know. But I'm not going to call him Dave because I'm a bridging to the end. Anyway, I know him changing ways by now and wise, older and wiser like myself. Yeah, and I tell you people, at this say start, I 8 tons of feed me put on 2 trucks that night. And one of the trucks was headed towards East Kingston to collect some other stuff, material for the manufacturer feed. So me instruct that driver and give him a second, because right now me take over the supervisor. As a matter of fact, forget the flipping supervisor, I take over the managerial position of the factory, incognito. Yes, and I sell me 8 tons of feed, send the 4 ton go one section, and me ride with the other 4 ton go one next section. And people, you're not going to think of chattings. But when I reached down at Old Harbour, at one of the company's most prominent and most prosperous clients, I pack feeding in the lady place all the way up to the ceiling because I was always good at packing. And people like me because of that. I work good and I work neat. And I work fast. And guess what? I have the gift of gab, so me always, especially if she wear a skirt, me all up in her fear cool yet. So after me done pack the feed now and like they bring me, I say, but I know this woman are the right woman for you sell the feeding. So me go to her and me say, Miss So-and-so, you know, say me really, and you know, came into, you know, unfortunately, you know, and luckily, a little feed, and me wonder if you could, you know, take them off of me and give me a little money. She said, Lord, son, I can't. Because of that, they called me at the time, because there was another man who did have that name who me did remind them of us going to them in the factory space. Anyway, she said, Lord, son, I can't. Then, you know, should have tell me, see, we don't have no more space. And how will me that put it? I made that take it from you. I say, you that take it from me? I say, all right, go and go count the money. And I just go back in the truck for the receipt. And I just carry it. Come and just cross my pencil and just put cancel upon it nastiness. And I just rewrite the whole thing and say she couldn't take everything. It was a 4 ton will be returned because of lack of space. And she pay me for the 4 ton. And the other 4 ton, when me the thief, go back and show them in the people in the factory as returned goods. You understand? Yeah, and it just stop there some people. I'm if you tell you, you see from that, yo, me I pay every worker in the factory more than what the company paid them. I kid you not. At the time we was working about $200 a fortnight. People, imagine, I'm a big man, I work $200 a fortnight. I went there. Thousands of dollars me have steer up and give the man them. When you see me growing at one restaurant where we used to eat or the slipe road back in the day, the people. A 4 pound bag or 2 pound bag me have with money, paper money. And me I put everybody money in an envelope, give them neater than the company. The company never pay me in an envelope. I miss that. I mean to tell you, the man rate me to all the sky. And people, me now get so full of my darn self. Because now me turn international youth because me a gearders in the factory, not supervisor, manager. Everybody come to me, the man will sweep the factory for advice. Read the business. You understand? So, you know, Me, you know, we have a little spot in the factory where we used to burn the trees in the morning, and you know, when you burn the trees, you know, little seeds drop and things. So some little plants come up, and through me and the man, we take care of the yard and the grounds and the vegetation, water the plants and stuff. I cared for this plant. Care the plant, the manager come, him see it grow, nobody say, everybody admire this nice plant. Just when the plant start bud people, and reach to maturity now when me say, yes, now the time for me to scrape the bark around it, I make it take time to stay there and cure so before me cut it and hang it upside down. Like how me used to see my brother them did. One man I come and work people, and then they by then change the manager to one Kakai man. I don't remember him, you know. I even remember him in the call it. But let me tell you something. When I come the man root up. Maybe herb tree, you know, and broke it up so. And if I had insult to injury, the man should get soil on my herb tree. So me came boil tea with it. People, me said it gorilla jump out at me. And I fly into the office. And I take a handful of him tie on him shirt. And I haul him up. And when I really come to my senses, him already get a half dozen. Ah, the years. You understand? So poor me now couldn't do nothing, and then now make a find out say man one very, very large Jamaican policeman, me not call nobody there, was family. So you know what happened? Me turn through the gate of the factory, and by the time me walk up across the road, me hitch off the first Spanish town bus me see and go straight to St. Catherine. Me tell you say, yo, about 4 weeks me there St. Catherine with the people. And I suck up, me lose the work, you know. And that factory there, you know. But me I tell you, say, that factory there, me I tell you, some history there, me have all the next history for go on that factory there because it was a time when we used to get, like, from biscuit companies and, you know, other companies, any, like, you know, when they're doing the packaging, any package that was not properly sealed, be it cheese tricks, biscuit, crackers, you name it, from whatever company, it becomes garbage. I don't know if you know that. But here what people, me I go give you the rest of that history there on the next chapter. Blessings and thanks again for joining us in the Life of King. We're so forward.
I could I never forget where me come from. No matter what me do, me a born Jamaican. I could America or I could England. Man, yeah, man. So I could I never forget where me come from. No matter where me do, me a born Jamaican. I could Canada or I could Thailand. Man, yeah. Original yard man. Advanced like internet broadband. All over the world, the girls them want one. Them see the hard man and act, so we so strong. We mix up the roads, now one of we got tan. Well militant man a Spanish Tonian. We no run back a Paul and Malistonian.